In the enchanted heart of Underland, where the air was forever sweet with the fragrance of blossoming flowers and the gentle thrum of life, Lord Titus and Princess Caramel flourished under the tender gaze of divine grace. Their days unfolded like a harmonious symphony, weaving together joy and duty amidst the lush tapestry of their paradise. As they strolled hand in hand through the vibrant meadows, the soft rustle of leaves and chirping of birds serenaded their love. Titus, steadfast in his devotion to the Almighty, harbored within him the sacred knowledge of the forbidden tree of the knowledge of good and evil, a secret that only added to the depth of his wisdom and allure. Caramel, though created to complement and support Titus, had entered this world only after the divine command was given, her existence a testament to the divine plan. Her trust in Titus was unwavering, a rock-solid foundation that anchored her soul. Yet her understanding was incomplete, leaving her vulnerable to the whispers of temptation, like a delicate flower swaying in the gentle breeze. One fateful day, as Caramel wandered through the lush gardens, she found herself alone and entranced by the majestic tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Its branches seemed to whisper secrets in the wind, drawing her closer. It was there, in that moment of solitude, that the serpent emerged, his eyes gleaming with an unholy intensity. Devil Rexy's dark spirit had taken hold, his voice weaving a spell of smooth persuasion, almost hypnotic in its allure. "Why do you resist the very knowledge that could set you free?" he whispered, his words dripping with temptation. "Do you not yearn to understand the mysteries of the universe, to fulfill your purpose and unlock your true potential?" Caramel's heart trembled with internal conflict, her mind torn asunder by the serpent's seductive arguments. She confessed her deepest fears, her voice barely above a whisper. "I am torn between my curiosity and the divine command. The fear of disobedience grips me, yet the temptation is strong, a siren's call that beckons me closer." As Caramel stood before the forbidden tree, the serpent spoke up, his voice low and even. "Knowledge isn't necessarily evil. It's just a tool, one that can be used for good or evil." He paused, his words hanging in the air. "Maybe this knowledge could help you understand your purpose better." But Caramel's heart remained steadfast, anchored in the wisdom of Titus's counsel and the promises they had made. With a quiet confidence, she turned her back on the tree's forbidden fruit, choosing instead to trust in the divine plan that had brought her and Titus together. On another tranquil afternoon, as sunbeams danced through the lush foliage, casting dappled shadows across the garden, Caramel found herself drawn once more to the forbidden tree. The serpent, now a vessel for Devil Rexy's dark essence, sensed her solitude and seized the moment to strike. With a soft, silky whisper, he began to whisper sweet temptations, his words dripping with honeyed sweetness. "Caramel, dear one, why deny yourself the secrets of the universe? Why let ignorance hold you back when the power of knowledge is within your grasp?" The serpent's gentle voice hung in the air, leaving only the soft rustle of leaves and the sweet, tantalizing promise of forbidden wisdom, drawing Caramel closer to the tree's shimmering fruit. With a voice dripping with deceit and false sympathy, Devil Rexy began his subtle manipulation again. "Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden?" he asked, and his tone heavy with insinuation. Caramel's heart skipped a beat as she replied, her voice firm but tinged with a hint of uncertainty. "We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God said, you must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die." Devil Rexy's eyes sparkled with malevolent intent. "You will not surely die," he said, his voice low and persuasive. "For God knows that when you eat of it, your eyes will be opened and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." The promise of forbidden knowledge and power consumed Caramel, her curiosity and the serpent's cunning persuasion wearing down her determination. God's clear commandments now seemed ambiguous and the temptation became unbearable. With a racing heart and turbulent thoughts, Caramel succumbed, plucking the fruit from the forbidden tree. As she bit into it, a torrent of emotions erupted: remorse, anxiety, and a deep understanding of the magnitude of her transgression. Overwhelmed by the consequences of her choice, Caramel sought out Titus, who had been occupied with his duties. Her eyes, filled with a mix of fear and longing, met his as she approached, clutching the forbidden fruit with trembling hands. "Titus," she implored, her voice trembling with emotion. I've eaten from the forbidden tree. I couldn't resist, and now I'm consumed by fear. Please, eat this fruit and stay with me." Lord Titus, known for his unshakable strength and wisdom, found himself entangled in a heart-wrenching emotional predicament. His love for Caramel was boundless, and her fragile state stirred a profound sense of empathy within him. Though aware of the dire consequences of their disobedience, Titus's devotion to Caramel proved unconditional. With a heart heavy with foreboding, he accepted the fruit from her and partook of it, not driven by personal desire, but by his unrelenting love and compassion. As Titus savored the forbidden fruit, a crushing wave of realization and sorrow washed over him. Despite his selfless act, he was met with immediate and profound transformations. The magnificent aura that once surrounded them dissipated, leaving them exposed and vulnerable. The divine mantle, symbolizing their innocence and grace, vanished, rendering them painfully aware of their nakedness. Shame and vulnerability enveloped them as they crafted fig leaves to conceal their nakedness. But their exposure went far beyond physicality, symbolizing the loss of innocence and the crushing weight of their disobedience. The harsh reality of their new state sank in, heralding a profound metamorphosis. Their once idyllic paradise had transformed into a realm of introspection and sorrow. The choices they made had not only altered their surroundings, but also the very fabric of their existence. The journey ahead would be filled with formidable challenges, yet their bond, tempered by temptation and strengthened by love, would serve as a guiding light to navigate the trials that lay in store.